Chick moms, some of them rich moms, some of them need a stitch. I gotta say there's some of them chick moms. Chick moms. Chick moms. Chick moms. Chick moms. Some of them chick moms.
Hi, mummies.
Welcome back to the Chic Mom. This episode is proudly brought to you by Agent Yusoff and Nikki B, your trusted property specialist.
Whether you're buying, upgrading, or just exploring your options, they're here to guide you with clarity, confidence, and care. Connect with them on Instagram and TikTok at Agent Yusoff or Nikki B Property.
Or you can contact them at 9692-9441 or 8481-9441 because your home matters.
Betul tu.
Betul-betul.
Siapa nak beli, jual rumah, contact our favorite home agents, okay?
Yes, Feeqah. So
Jane.
today's episode is about
It's about weird experiences during your childhood and you swear it happens, but if you were to tell anyone else, everybody else will think you crazy.
nope, I'm not sharing mine. You share yours.
Oh, bloody hell. Yes, let me share mine and then we'll read apa yang diorang write in that day.
Let me find email.
Jane, kau kena dengar cerita aku dulu.
Okay. Tak
Important.
sabar. Macam ni boleh. Okay, go. Come on. 1, 2, go. Asal?
Tadi kau macam ada energy. What is in your drink?
I'm not going to tell you. Give me one sip.
Okay, so I had this experience during my childhood. I was around 7 years old and to this day, I promise, I swear demi Allah, it happened. But nobody remembers it. And I only shared with a handful of people. So now I'm sharing the rest of the world. Judge me.
Let's begin.
Jane, I saw a UFO when I was 7 years old. I swear.
At where?
So aku dekat bilik aku. Okay, dulu aku tinggal Bedok. So bilik aku tingkat 3. Aku kat tingkat malam. I like to stare out because 3 blocks down there's a playground old school lah, yang kau tahu batu, pasir. So I like to see, sometimes you hear kids playing and then beside the playground dia ada a hill that is a Chinese cemetery lah. But this is not a cerita hantu, this is a extraterrestrial punya cerita. So I just like
UFO
and then boleh nampak sky. Thank you.
You believe UFO?
So, okay, aku budak kecil and that time I think it's about 11 plus. It's quite late. I wasn't asleep yet. So, aku tak tahu dulu kecil-kecil innocent. Suka termenung luar tingkap malam-malam. Berangan-berangan apa. So, on top of the playground, aku nampak this silver object. Like, typical UFO yang bulat tu. Silver colour, a size of a car, on top, floating on top of the playground.
Okay.
It doesn't
ada
end
bunyi
there.
ke tak ada bunyi?
Tak ada bunyi. So it was silent. Dia tak ada lampu yang kau tahu macam dramatic. Tak ada. It's just floating on top of the playground. The size of that thing was huge, like a car. And there wasn't anyone around. So aku tengok benda tu and that thing flew to my window.
What the hell?
It flew to my window, but when it reached my window, Jane, the size tukar jadi kecil. Like this phone. The best. So daripada a car size, dia terus fly in speed of light. It's not a normal punya speed
Did kau
tau.
gosok mata kau? Like double check?
Tak, I was so shocked. I saw a UFO. That I was staring at it and it flew to the window and then in the speed of light, tu dah laju kan, dia sampai kat window, dia jadi kecil and then it just flew to the sky and disappeared. And aku ran to my mom. I said, I saw a UFO at the window.
Kena marah tak?
Tak, mak aku cakap, what did you see? I cakap, like UFO, benda putih, silver, datang dekat bilik tingkap. And then they flew off. And my mom ran to my room, closed the window. Kalau kau mak, kau takut lah. Kau fikir macam,
Yeah.
syaitan, jin. But she has no recollection. Dia tak ingat aku pernah ada this thing that happened. I swear it's not a dream. I think about it to this day sebab the thing that gets to me is how that thing transform to a small punya macam pinggan tau tiba-tiba padahal benda tu besar.
Dia terpusing-pusing.
Ada pusing tapi dia bukan pusing yang macam slow.
Dia laju
dia zzz, dia sampai kat tingkat aku and then dia hilang dekat sky.
Wow, means you are the lucky and chosen one to see UFO.
But what was that for, aliens? No, I cannot stop thinking about it as a grown adult in my late 30s. That memory stuck gila kat aku.
Oh, that's cool.
Anyone out there that had similar experience?
Maybe ada.
And aku macam until kata aku geram apa, aku tak pegang. Because I want to touch. I want to feel the silver metallic thing. It's so beautiful but so
Takut
strange.
alien tu bawa kau masuk.
Itulah, masuk parallel universe ke?
Sibuk pula kau nak pegang. Dia dah kasi tengok kau nak pegang.
Ya, ada ke sesiapa boleh share? What do you think that was in the comments? What do you guys think that was?
Is it true ada UFO?
Actually kalau kau tanya orang cakap tu tak betul, ada cakap jin ke apa. Kau pergi balik like macam universe ni every star is a sun. So every sun ada their own solar system.
Yep.
Macam kita sun ada banyak planet Jupiter semua. So there's billions of stars. So macam like kalau kau, you cannot like limit Allah's creation apa.
Betul.
So aku believe like we might not be the only one. Who are we to say we are the only creations of Allah? Cannot say that. So aku believe besides jin ke makhluk gaib ke, I think aliens or other species macam kita yang ada civilization exist.
And we just don't know about
We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know about
Yup.
it because galaxies tu the vast gila. We thought we are the only solar system. We're not. Ada lagi galaxies, planet.
And
out
diorang
there.
ada like macam can travel in light speed.
Yes.
Semua kita just macam like just humans just land on the moon, then wow, that's a big thing. There's actually more to it lah. Aku find there's more technology yang kita belum uncover so.
Exactly.
That's too advanced.
Yeah.
But I learned something today.
Yeah, aku really believe, and I think that's one of the reasons aku obsessed over macam aliens, all these ET stuff, conspiracies. Aku really love it as an adult because
E.T. That's
salah aku tak boleh gini.
E.T. Kakak akunya abang suka tengok cerita E.T.
Oh my god, let me know in the comments kalau korang ada similar experience Okay, let's read some of korang punya weird experience as a child. I'm gonna dive into korang punya comments because some of it are so crazy. So far tak ada orang nampak alien lah, cuma aku. Sadly. Some of you shared some of the weird experiences lah dari segi fever dream atau just a weird core memory that you guys have during your childhood. So, let me see. Okay. One of you guys said selalu nampak fireball yang makin besar kejar I bila demam panas. Some dreams macam reoccurring bila kau kecil. Macam kau selalu mimpi benda tu.
Betul.
Kalau demam kecil-kecil kau selalu mimpi apa?
Mimpi. Tak ada.
Tak ada.
Aku cuba suka korek bapak aku punya fish tank.
Fish tank?
Kau tahu fish tank bawah dia ada whiteboard tu. Yang kau kerik-kerik dia macam jadi snowflake.
Styrofoam Bukan? Oh.
So aku akan baring kat bawah situ. Dan aku kerik-kerik. Dan nanti jadi lubang ni dia boleh nampak ikan lah. Sea aquarium kat rumah. So nanti bawah putih-putih mak bapak aku bising. Itu je. That's where tempat aku chill.
It's fun.
And I like to catch the prawn. Bapak aku suka kasih ikan makan udang. Udang tu berlompat tau.
Udang boleh lompat?
Udang kecil-kecil.
Outside water lompat?
Ya, kat dalam air tu dia boleh lompat keluar.
Oh, yucks. I don't like that.
So aku suka buka, aku kasih diorang escape. That's all.
It's cute. She rescued the prawns.
So now where's the email, Feeqah? Asal aku nampak semua near death ni?
Okay, this one. Okay, somebody DM us. Dia cakap bila dia kecil-kecil, dia pernah makan ayam and tulang ayam tu jatuh tapi it's nowhere to be seen, hilang. Kau pernah experience ni tak? Suddenly, benda tu hilang.
Yup, it happened dekat aku dengan Wirda bila kita kat Perth.
Okay.
So, aku dengan Wirda, Hisham dah alight us kat airport. So, kita both ada stroller, ada luggage, kita kecoh dengan anak kita. Then we stop at this cafe to wait for Hisham. So, bila Wirda nak letak Talia, and then Wirda realise her pram punya handle tu tak ada.
I remember this story. Yes.
So, Wirda was saying, mana ni handle? And then, aku pun dah tolong cari. Kita dah push pram. Because Wirda kata like, I need to take photo of this pram. Alamak. Then dia dah pergi online to check how much is the handle. Can she replace? Dah kecoh. Wirda dah call Hisham. Dah inform Hisham. And tak ada. Benda tu hilang.
Yup.
So when aku was feeding Xavier, aku dah pernah cerita tak cerita ni?
Aku rasa kau pernah cerita. Ya.
Dah ada lah
Ya.
Tapi repeat lah
Boleh.
Repeat telecast. So bila Pat dah feed Xavier suka campak mainan dia. The third time when he throw,
Yep.
dia punya stroller main handle kat depan mata aku. Then aku terpekik, Vida.
Ya.
Then Vida macam, kenapa? Then Vida macam, kita dua-dua macam,
Yeah.
terus diam. We never talk about it. So benda tu boleh hilang. Macam aku rasa dia sembunyikan.
What do you think that was?
I think it's a jinn lah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've seen this theory online where benda macam ini happen, where kau maybe throw something and that thing disappeared with no reason. It's actually a different version of you in a parallel universe is trying to reach out to you. Nak kasih kau hint or something.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's trying to reach out to you. So kau ada nampak this kind of glitches in the matrix yang kau tak boleh explain.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's scary.
I have one more story also.
Okay.
This one is when aku doing makeup. I was heavily pregnant.
Uh-huh.
And then aku kat this one venue. We start early in the morning. So bila dah sampai venue tu, aku always go to that venue and I know where's the switch and plug. Tapi on that day, bila pak aku nak pasang, tak ada. And then aku told the bridesmaid, aku 5 of us like cari. And then aku cakap, alamak, gini dah kena tukar bilik sebab I need to do your hair. Okay, I panggil management. So when the management came, kita semua 5-5 keluar bilik sebab we are prepared to leave from that room. Bila management masuk, kita masuk plug depan mata.
Weird
And then kita dah macam, dia terus buka lah surah-surah.
Yes, that's the
And
best.
then aku pada pregnant ni, aku dah tunduk dah busy. And tak ada.
Yeah.
So tu apa? Jin sembunyikan ke?
Setan tutup mata kau lah.
Setan tutup mata
Itulah. Scary
Bismillah aku.
Maybe another version of Jin is trying to tell you, don't work when you're pregnant.
Oh yeah,
Universe lagi
stop
satu.
working.
Yeah, stop working, girl.
Yeah, too much.
I feel it here in this universe.
Come here. Okay, aku nampak satu. I'm not crazy. It happened during my childhood.
Okay.
Rewrite, dia cakap. Salam Sheikh Mom. I remembered I was around lower primary school that point of time. So it was about 17 years ago. My dad, my grandmother and I pergi kubur untuk bersihkan the place. It was a hot day when no wind at all. So of course, bila masih kecil kan cannot sit down diam-diam. So I pun walk around the kubur area while my dad and my grandmother tengah baca doa. When I was walking away from them, I pergi dekat someone else kubur. I tak tahulah why, but I was bending forward to this kubur looking at the tanah. And suddenly, ada this long caterpillar literally shoot out from the kubur. It landed on the ground, but keadaan dia macam wiggle-wiggle crazily. Senang cakap macam sawan lah.
Okay.
I terkejut. I shouted and I jatuh. My dad dengan cepat, he ran forward and got me. And I would say that was my last time when someone passed away. I either stay inside the car or stand nearby the road. Just baca doa from far. Sad, but I will try my best, to overcome my fear in Allah way. And that was what happened during my childhood, and I cannot forget about it until now. Maaf panjang sangat. The wiggle-wiggle
The
kat kubur. Ni dah kebumikan lah.
Dah.
Lepas tu the wiggle-wiggle dia lompat keluar.
Oh, traumatise lah kalau budak kecil tengok tu.
Oh ya, terkejut lah.
Daripada tak takut caterpillar, boleh terkejut tu buat kau trauma, jadi takut dengan benda tu nanti.
Ya, so dia nak pergi kubur, dia takut now.
Okay. Hope you overcome your fear. If you want to, if you don't, you can live with that fear. Tak boleh, cuma tak boleh masuk fear factor lah nanti Dengan aku mesti fail punya. Kau takut apa? Aku lupa.
Lipas.
Geli. Muka marah like, don't ask me that question again, girl.
You have any email?
Yes, let me find. Okay, give me a second.
Talking about that, aku ada ulcer dekat bawah gigi aku. Sebab bila aku berus gigi terhentak. Sakit. Dia pedih-pedih nak kena beli bonjelan.
Are you using a normal toothbrush atau mechanical? Mechanical pencil.
Okay, normal. But now kakak aku share that she had this new toothbrush. Dia tutup mulut, dia bergerak dalam.
Oh. I've seen that.
That's crazy.
You guys should try Zenyum punya toothbrush.
Zenyum
It's the
tu.
best.
Letak bila beruskan
Zenyum punya electric toothbrush is the best. Aku try, syok gila. Aku kena beli.
Asal? Apa yang bagus?
Dia tak rasa sakit, and then gigi kau rasa bersih gila. Dia punya vibration dia macam so relaxing.
Ada vibration lagi. Kena charge lah.
Aku pakai toothbrush dah, bukan yang kakak kau punya tu. Nak kena charge, but it's really nice and your teeth feel so clean after.
Where to get?
I'll give you guys my link.
Okay, girl.
Alright, girl. Dekat Shopee ada lah.
Okay, nanti kau kasih link.
Boleh. Alrighty, we have one email titled, I'm not crazy, it happened during my childhood. Taken by a mysterious person when I was a child. Kena culik.
Cerita.
Hi Jane and Feeqah, love you guys and thank you if you choose to read this story. I wanted to share with you something I experienced during my childhood that still gives me goosebumps thinking about it. My mom was a young mom and she got me and my sister when she was about 21 and 22. Or 22. There are a lot of funny and maybe scary incidents that we encountered during our childhood, such as my sister boarding a bus alone when she was in kindergarten, only to be noticed by my mom when the bus drove off. Uish. Stress lah kalau aku mak dia. Bus dah drive off, habis anak kau kat dalam macam, hey! So, faham.
Mak dia kena jadi Sonic lah. Kerja batu.
End up my mom had to take a cab to chase after the bus. Oi, kesiannya. With me, though I experienced something scarier, but I was too young to remember. My mom told me that I was around 4 or 5 years old while she was preparing to bring us out. I happened to go out of the house to wear my shoes while she was in the house. But when my mom went out of the house, I was missing. My mom panicked and searched every floor of the HDB flat that we stayed in, but could not find me. Luckily, my aunt was there too and she helped to look for me as well. When she could not find me, my mom started wailing and crying loudly at the void deck while still calling out for my name.
Wow, that's scary tau. To
Lose a child.
lose a child. Hati kau mesti macam, okay.
She thought that she had lost me, but suddenly my aunt, who was helping to look for me, found me a few floors above our floor. I am not the type to venture out alone, and when my aunt asked me what happened, I can't seem to recall what happened. The weird part about this incident is that another Indian girl went missing at the same time too and was found by her mom crying near the place where I was found. Till now, I don't really know what happened, but honestly, I think my mom's wailing saved me. Maybe I am being taken away by someone, perhaps that person panicked. Ever since then, my mom did not get out of the house for a few weeks because she was too embarrassed from the drama she caused at the void deck. This happened in Woodlands, about 10 minutes walk away from Marsiling MRT, maybe around 1996. I did wonder if any similar incident happened to anyone there or if the Indian girl remembered what happened. Anyway, guys, please look after your kids and watch them like a hawk. I am now an anxious mom and I will always make sure not to lose sight of my kids when we are out, no matter where we are. Oh yeah, one tip I heard about if a kid is missing, is not to call out their name but describe the kid, like maybe say girl wearing pink top and yellow skirt with ponytail, etc.
Oh, that's cool.
Stay safe, everyone. Hantu titik.
Could be is wild. Tu bila kau main bawah, kau balik lambat, nak dekat maghrib, hantu titik tersembunyikan kau. Teori mak-mak kita.
Kan?
Kau balik lambat, nanti hantu titik tu campak titik dekat belakang, dia sembunyikan kau. Ni kita takut. How mak kau describe hantu titik?
Aku punya time bukan that hantu take fake tapi
take
yang
fake.
kom-kom.
Oh.
Bani-bani cakap lagi main-main. Tak boleh. Sorry guys. Cut. No. Kita skip that. Not cut. But we won't continue from here. Takut. Takut suka main-main.
Tak fee.
Jangan main-main.
Siapa?
Apa tu? Jane, kau main-main
Kau ketuk
Oh.
Kau dengar.
Aku dengar.
Kau memang.
Korang dengar dekat podcast? Oh no. Okay.
Ada orang ketuk pintu
Oh no, I need to watch this part to hear whether I can hear the knocking on the podcast.
Kau ketuk kan?
Kau suka kan tadi kan?
Okay. Main Jangan cut. Kita nak tengok boleh dengar dia knocking tak from the podcast. That was what a coincidence again. Okay, anyway, this is actually a real person lah yang kidnap this lady that write in her story.
Main Kau hajar.
Jahat tau.
Kita dah tak.
Kau boleh. Korang boleh jadi actor sih. Betul lah, korang act
Kita dah takut. Terus zip. Dah baca doa.
Allah, aku dah rasa
Itulah jantung aku dah kat bawah lutut tau.
Tak, diorang tak tahu apa jadi after the live that time.
Oh, ya.
Ya, tak apa, kita jangan share nanti offline. So kita kau tahu kan? So kita takut. Kau main nanti malam ni. Tengok. Aduh, jahat lah.
Cerita apa tu?
Cerita, sorry. So I'm so glad you're okay. But itulah, this lady, yalah, dia kena kidnap.
Aku rasa kena kidnap
Kidnap kan?
Dulu kan zaman-zaman boleh jual budak. That is scary. Ataupun pedophile lah. Ataupun nak jual budak.
Tapi dia tak specify tau. Is it like an adult? Because she don't have any memory of it. But suddenly terjumpa. Like her auntie found her. Guys, kita kena alert jaga anak. Ya Allah, speaking of this, aku just saw a video online that in Malaysia, this man, dia masuk, kira ni gate lah. This is just the distance. Kau kat dalam rumah. Okay, gate terbuka sikit. And then this grown man pergi cium budak tu, cium mulut budak tu. 2 ke 3 kali. And then the person beside terperasan dan ambil. Padahal ni dalam rumah kau tau. Aku, a grown strange man, masuk cium budak tu. I was...
Takkan dia rindu anak dia ke?
Tak, it's a stranger.
Oh, that's bad.
It's so sickening. Aku tak nak keluar rumah lah lepas ni dah. I'm not leaving the house. I mean, baby EE is not going to come out of the house.
Yeah, it's so scary.
So scary, yeah. Yeah.
Child trafficking is scary.
Yeah. It's not talked about enough. I think on some platforms also we cannot talk about it lah. Nanti kena
Cancel.
Yeah, kena violation. But yeah, let's be safe, be alert, and like we always remind, look out for each other in our community, our neighbours. Sometimes kita fikir pasal diri kita, kita tak check on our neighbours
Betul.
Yeah,
Tapi side track, kau pernah hilang dalam mall bila kecil-kecil?
Aku tak, adik aku banyak kali hilang.
Mesti kecoh mak kau call security.
And that time tak ada handphone Dulu tak ada handphone tau. So tak ada macam anak kau ada handphone ke apa ke. So hilang kau kena buat announcement dekat mall.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
But yang paling kecoh ada aku hilang kat Bedok punya bus stop punya interchange.
Macam
So tak ada
hilang.
announcement. Dia suka merayap tak tahu mana-mana sendiri. Wonder off. Yeah.
Oh, dia berani lah.
Dia berani, curious little explorer. And then berjam-jam lah sampai kakak aku kena hantar balik rumah dulu sebab they had to really berjam-jam cari area tu.
So, bila jumpa dia kat mana?
Aku pun tak tahu. Aku pun
Nangis ke tak?
dah tak nangis lah. By then aku rasa dia tak nangis dah. Kau imagine dulu-dulu kita tak ada handphone ke apa
Nombor
ke.
telefon mak pun tak ingat.
Tak ada. Nombor telefon rumah pun tak tahu. Bus interchange pun bukannya ada PA system kan. Tak ada PA system. So terpekik-pekik lah. Macam dia cakap dia kasi advice.
Ya.
Jangan pekik nama.
Oh, betul
Ya.
Kalau hilang anak, jangan pekik nama. Describe what she's wearing.
Ya.
I lost a child. She's wearing pink. Her
Yes.
name is Mariam.
She has curly hair.
Yeah, she's a bit naughty.
Everybody shout the same thing with me. Ramai-ramai pekik bekerjasama. Maybe that's how they did it last time in the 90s, in the 80s. Yeah.
Cannot imagine, sir.
Kau pernah hilang, babe?
Tak pernah. tahu balik. Tak pernah.
Oh, kau tahu balik that kind?
Ya, main bawah kan.
Kau tak ada macam kat mall pernah hilang ke?
No, tak ada. Terpegang salam mak punya tangan pernah.
Kau suka pegang
Pimpin tangan
strangers?
Pimpin tangan makcik. Pusing muka mak aku.
Makcik tu buat apa? Okay.
Makcik diam lah. Dia ingat budak ni cute.
Alah. Tapi bagus juga lah stranger yang kau sentuh-sentuh, kau raba-raba, dia diam je dalam bas.
Cakap lah, I bukan mak you. Dia boleh pegang tu.
Nasib dia tak culik kau, Jane. Alhamdulillah. Scary
Tak, that was fast. Mak aku just kat sebelah. Tapi kau dah hayal-hayal kau pegang makcik lain punya tangan. Then mak aku cakap,
Nasib Syiza alert. Aduh lah.
Yeah.
Korang, kita nak selate email pasal in-laws.
Oh, that's fun.
That's always fun. So this email title, Lifetime Supply of Judgment from Mother-in-Law, emoji api kat tepi mother-in-law tu.
Keluar api.
Hi, Assalamualaikum Chic Mums. First of all, thank you for creating such a safe and comforting space for mothers to share their stories. I always find myself tearing up while listening to other mothers' experiences, especially when I can relate to some parts of what they went through. By the way, I'm a loyal listener from Brunei, and I'm always excited to hear more from you ladies. Thank you. Let me start with something quite simple. I got married in February 2020 and gave birth in early November of the same year. I was actually on my period during my wedding day, but I understand that some people who are not married yet or who have no experience with pregnancy and childbirth might question, cepat sangat tu, suspicious. Honestly, when I was single, I probably would have wondered the same thing too. However, I would never accuse anyone of getting pregnant before marriage. Boleh jadi fitnah tau. Sadly, on the day I gave birth to my son, some relatives I am not close to came to visit me at the hospital. We are not really on good terms because they can be quite toxic. During the visit, they suddenly asked me, "Is your son full term?" I answered yes. Actually, he is 38 weeks now. I had delivered him early through C-section because he was breached. My aunt and her daughters gave me a look and said sarcastically, "Oh, so quick ya. Out of wedlock ke?"
Apa?
Dia cakap, "Oh, so quick ya, out of wedlock ke?" That means dia dapat anak cepat. So dia tanya, anak luar nikah ke?
Oh.
And while laughing as if it was a joke.
Orang baru give birth, kau buat macam gini.
Hodoh pangai. And then I was stunned. I kept questioning myself, is this how they joke around or just being sarcastic? They then left and later told my dad that they suspected I was already pregnant before marriage. It broke my heart because the same kind of accusation happened to my mother when she gave birth to my elder brother. Senang je kan manusia ni nak buat fitnah. Astaghfirullahalazim. Now, moving on to my mother-in-law. I had severe morning sickness from my 3rd week of pregnancy until my 3rd trimester. I lost around 15 kg because of it, but Alhamdulillah, my son was growing healthily. I could barely eat or drink anything and I became very sensitive to smells. I would vomit at least 10 times a day. Allah kasihannya. 10 times And it became so bad that I was once admitted to the hospital for 3 weeks due to malnutrition. The more I vomited, the darker it became, and there were times when I vomited and threw up blood. Oish. Despite all of this, my mother-in-law did not really take good care of me. She still forced me to attend family functions and told my husband's family that I was weak during my pregnancy.
Aku paling benci bila orang cakap you are weak when you're pregnant. Everybody go through pregnancy differently.
Exactly.
No.
Hearing that became something I had to get used to, even though it hurt. When I was admitted to the hospital, she did not even come to visit me. Seeing her WhatsApp status showing her being active here and there made me feel even more hurt sometimes. Here are some of the things that happened. When my son was 3 weeks old, she said she had a very white forehead. When my son was 3 weeks old, she said he had a very white forehead. The way she said it made it sound like my baby was not beautiful. I was still very fragile at that time, so I held back my tears, tried to stay calm, and just replied, yeah. What made it worse was that his head had just been shaved a few days earlier, which was something she strongly suggested. When my son was around 2 months old, she commented that his skin was tanned, unlike one of her other grandsons who was only a week older than him. She kept comparing them and saying more things, but after the first comment, I honestly could not process anything else because I was shocked and hurt. When my son was about 5 months old, I suddenly had low milk supply after catching COVID from my husband. That was when the judgment became worse. I was labelled as the mother who did not pray enough to be able to feed my son with my own breast milk. Since then, every time my son got sick, I was blamed because she said he did not have a strong immune system due to not consuming enough breast milk. But here is the funny part. My son caught the flu and got sick around 7 times because of her. She would not stop kissing him even when she is sick and likes to kiss him on the lips too.
Ni mak betul tu.
My husband and I argued about his mother again and again. However, for me, there was never really a proper conclusion because my husband did not have the courage to talk to her properly. Whenever his mother made comments or judgments about me or our son, he would just stay quiet. She is currently on a mission to talk about how I gained weight after birth, where I gained about 10 kg, and from the trauma, I became a bit depressed and suddenly lost 20 kg in 4 months. She didn't see anything yet. She noticed the difference, but now she started to body shame about the wife of my brother-in-law too, since she started gaining weight slowly after marriage and started to compare her not getting pregnant quickly unlike me. Allah, rezeki masing-masing lah. Kenapa nak kecoh sangat ni? Diorang tu pun baru nikah dalam 4 bulan je pun. So, dia dapat anak siang, kena gossip dengan mother-in-law.
Means mother-in-law dia just toxic and boring.
Exactly. Nothing going on in her life that dia nak kena gossip about her own family.
Sebab dia tak ada kawan kat luar. Dia only gossip surrounding dia.
That's so sad.
Sad and toxic.
And pathetic.
Ni bila orang tak datang jumpa, dia cakap
jadi victim. Lepas tu tiba-tiba jadi victim.
Dia main game.
There is honestly so much more I could share, but despite everything, this does not stop me from wanting more children in the future. Hee. Sorry, this is so lengthy, but please reply to my email when you read this and let me know which episode it will be in so I can share it with my mother-in-law. Like you, whoever you are, kau send her direct forward to her email this episode. I'm joking, but please do let me know which episode, okay? Love you, ladies. Please come visit Brunei. Okay, I nak kena screenshot so later I will reply.
Wow. Brunei.
Thank you for writing into us. That was a interesting story, but not uncommon.
Have you been to Brunei?
Never. We should go to Brunei, all 4 of us.
Where is the nice place to visit in Brunei? Curious.
I'm curious as
But
well.
Brunei punya duit boleh pakai kat Singapore, right?
Boleh, vice versa. Like we can also use Singapore currency in Brunei because it's dollar to dollar.
Wow.
Aku nak makan diorang punya national dish, which is I'm so scared I pronounce it wrong. Maybe I don't pronounce because
Come
salah.
on, tell me.
Salah cakap.
Bisik.
Amboyak or something like that.
Ambuyat.
Amboyan.
Ambuyat.
Amboyat.
Ambuyat.
Ambuyat. Yes, aku selera bila tengok
What is
orang makan.
that?
It's dorang eat that as their so-called like their rice. Dia macam it looks like tapioca punya starch macam. It's just sedap gila. Tak apa, kita kena pergi nanti kita.
Next
Next,
mission to Brunei.
To Brunei, here we come. And we're gonna have a dinner and girl talk with your mother-in-law while we're there. Because she need it.
Oh yeah. Mother-in-law kat Brunei pun toxic juga.
Dia macam worldwide.
Wah, kau jangan aku nyanyi tau.
Mesti worldwide. Rimas
Rimas. Dia memang victim. Dia gossip pasal menantu. Lepas tu depan menantu dia action baik.
And I can't stand it if my husband
Tak fight for me.
kau buat apa? Like, can you put yourself in her shoes and let
Hantar
us know?
pack bag dia, hantar balik rumah mak dia.
Kalau lelaki kau.
Alah lah, pack bag dia macam Piramli, letak kain 4, satu kayu. Balik kau.
Yeah.
Aku be very, very upset if husband aku tak stand up for me.
Exactly. But how would you tell your husband?
Buat muka dulu. Hempas-hempas barang.
Okay.
Lepas tu nanti dia tanya, what happened? Tak lah. Ni imagination aku.
Okay.
What happened? Ya lah, you never stand up for me. What?
Kau punya Singaporean accent dah keluar dah. You never stand up for me, sia.
Yeah. Wah, in front of your mother, you tell her lah. Yup, something like that lah along the line.
So you will tell your husband off
Ya, buat-buat muka dulu depan mak dia. Campak-campak muka. That's annoying. No lah, I won't do that lah.
Very hard like if you can just
Tapi kalau tak campak muka depan, nanti bila dah habis, dekat belakang mak dia nak confront. Tak boleh. Tak tahu lah. Pada aku buat muka dulu. Lepas tu dia dah balik, aku bilang dia. Macam I'm very upset.
Okay, faham. Sebab yalah kita nak try to be gracious where we can. But if macam repetitive sangat, aku tak boleh tolerate. And aku tak suka simpan-simpan and then jadi
Kau will
benci
tell
tau.
off your mother-in-law. I think you that kind of person.
Okay, so aku hormat my husband enough to speak to him first and kasih diri aku calm. I will tell him that this has been ongoing. Aku akan note down examples so aku tak berbual kosong, and then remember the date, the time with receipts, and I will quote. Okay, contoh
Oh, ni means kau simpan a few times, then kau will blow out
not blow out, like to kasih context. If I'm saying that your mother, contoh ni tak betul, alhamdulillah mother-in-law aku tak gini. Contoh yang my mother-in-law buat perangai, aku akan take note when she said what. So bila tanya bila, mana ada, aku cakap ada this time, do you remember this event? Sebab nanti kau akan lupa.
Betul.
And your husband won't take you seriously.
Yes.
Yeah,
Agree,
so kau
agree.
kena kasih the situation, an exact situation. And kalau ada 3 strike, that means aku will say something lah, because aku tak suka simpan-simpan. I will tell him sternly but calmly that if you're not going to say something, I'm going to say something to your mother. So it's either you say it or I say it. And a good son will be the one that mediates between the mother and the wife. Sebab of course lagi sedap dengar daripada anak dia.
Betul. Tu kalau dah kahwin. Tapi kalau korang belum kahwin, pack bag and run.
Girl, I'm out.
Tak payahlah nak tunggu-tunggu, because he won't change.
Yeah.
Taklah cakap he won't change. Ni dah kena hantar kat shake code. Tapi example lah.
Yeah.
Kes-kes gini kita kena forward pergi sana. Tapi untuk kita punya theory is, untuk aku, if belum kahwin, did I have this pattern? Renung-renungkan lah, dik.
It's something you shouldn't take lightly
Yeah, because kita degil. Bila tengah mata kita still macam tengah cinta tu, macam suka lah benda-benda macam gini.
Suka ke?
Tak suka, tapi kita macam boleh tolerate.
Tolerate.
Tapi again lah, you need to see what you want in that relationship. If he annoyed you that part, kau kena take note and then leave. Once dah kahwin, kau tengok kau kena confront mother-in-law.
Ya, penat. Job kau banyak, babe.
Ya,
Jangan.
husband kau kalau jenis bisu bebal, habis lah.
Dah bisu bebal
Dia dah bisu, dia tak lawankan kau. Pasal dia bebal. Bila kau bilang-bilang, dia macam apa? Mak I gitu apa? Mak I gitu apa? Mak you gitu
Mak you belum tengok I macam mana.
Yup.
Ya. Tak boleh, men kena firm. And they have to, be a good communicator lah. Bukan kita buat semua. Kenapa kau smile?
Lepas episod aku cerita.
Okay.
Semalam.
Alright. Ada time lagi?
5 minit aku
5
nyanyi.
minit. Okay. Kau tanya question random lah, Jen. Question random.
Question random.
Aku rasa aku ada question random tadi. Aku lupa apa.
Tak boleh cakap pasal
Takut salah cakap?
salah cakap. Itu salah cakap.
Aduh.
5 minute, come on, let's sing. Oh, yang aku tanya kau, time sekolah pernah tak kau perform macam nyanyi lagu? Lagu apa yang kau ingat time sekolah?
Aku ingat lagu
Kena hafal nyanyi lagu.
Blue Moon. Tapi aku tak hafal lyrics dia. But kau tahu lagu Blue Moon?
Tak tahu, cuba sikit.
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
Tu je aku ingat.
Come on.
Na. Audio guys sama generation. Kau tahu lagu Blue Moon?
Tak
Oh.
Dia sekolah lain ni. Dia sekolah UFO.
Asyik main planet je. Lagu Blue Moon kau tak tahu? Na. Aku dah tone deaf dah. Tak payahlah. Kau try je apa lagu kau nyanyi.
Aku memang is kental gila primary school. Aku teringat sampai hari ni. Hujan. Hujan. Tak pernah dengar.
Never heard of that before.
Pernah tak?
Kena death stare tau.
Okay.
Okay, from the top.
Kami hendak ke sekolah. Tak pernah.
Are you sure it's not rain, rain, go away?
Ayah hendak ke kerja. Tak pernah.
Tak.
Fuck lah.
Is that the tune?
Something like that lah.
Hujan. Tak pernah. Sumpah tak pernah.
Ke aku salah?
Ke ini core memory kau. Tak ada orang lain percaya. I'm not crazy. But this happened during my childhood, this song. Maybe. Anyone else know what she's singing about? Leave it in the comments.
Ibu hendak ke pasar.
Babe, is it not the ibu? Ibu
Bukan.
Lain.
Tak pernah. Okay, means it's just aku weird. I'm so sorry.
There is this Malay song that we had to sing in primary school. It's in the tip of my tongue sekarang, tapi aku tak boleh ingat.
Aku pun ada satu lagu juga.
Something to do maju ke hadapan. Bukan. Yes. Yeah. Lagu apa tu? Aku suka lagu tu.
Kita nyanyi sama-sama.
Maju ke
Tiba-tiba nak nyanyi.
What is the title of that song?
Pelajaran.
Serta sopan santun sama kawan-kawan.
Betul. Na. Aku ingat lagu tu.
Apa
Why
lagu?
we sing that song in school?
It's such a good song and like instill good values and core values to kids lah. I think we should, right?
Yup.
Tu pasal sampai sekarang aku sopan santun dengan kawan-kawan.
Why we sing that song? Is it?
It's a Children's Day song. Apa? Oh, it's true. A lot of generation kira dia pakai lagu tu. I love it. Okay, gonna pass down to my kids also.
Apa?
Semoga bahagia.
Yes.
Malaysian audience, can you comment? Do you guys know about Semoga Bahagia song, or is it a Singaporean childhood song?
Oh yeah.
Kan curious. Brunei, how about Brunei, Indonesia? Sekali cute kan lagu tu.
Yeah, that song I remember.
Yeah.
Sama-sama maju ke hadapan, pandai cari pelajaran, jaga diri sembarang.
Betul, jaga diri.
Oh, jaga diri dengan kesihatan.
Serta sopan santun dengan kawan-kawan. Zubir Said kan? Yes. No wonder. So Zubir Said, if you didn't know, is our national anthem punya. Dia Zubir Said kan? Betul kan? Yeah.
Mari kita
Yeah, he wrote our national anthem.
Wow.
So he wrote another hit. Dia bukan one hit wonder. Dia bukan one hit wonder. National anthem je dia kasih kita bahagia bersama. Sembarang lah.
You know what guys?
Bye.
Kalau dah nyanyi-nyanyi dah sesuai.
Hi Mami. So welcome back to another product talk with Agent Nikki B and Agent Yusoff.
Hello.
Okay, today I have the question.
What's the question about?
Actually, it's about buyback scheme that Singaporeans have when it comes to property dorang lah. Dah lama. Is there like a minimum like dorang bila boleh jual balik kat government? Like, do you guys understand the buyback scheme?
There's no minimum, right?
Dia kira bila boleh jual balik government lah.
Yeah, but how it works is that normally when we receive the calls, right, it's normally from not the client itself, but from their children. Say, hello, Finn, my parents intend to do a lease buyback scheme. What's your advice for them? So normally I will arrange to meet up with them, to run through the calculation with them. So how it works is that basically the house in Singapore is 99 years, right, for HDB owners, right? Lease buyback scheme only applies to HDB lah, doesn't apply to private. So example, kalau dah stay sana dah 40 years, so remaining lagi 59 years, you can sell back that 59 years remaining lease to HDB, and HDB will give you a lump sum amount of money calculated by the number of lease years left. So the more number of lease left, lebih banyak cash diorang akan dapat lah. But the catch is, I always tell my clients when I meet them is that as parents kan, we definitely want to leave something behind for our children. Macam definitely like some form of gift lah. And then most of the elderlies in Singapore, they would leave behind the punya HDB lah. And then for the Muslim, they will divide accordingly according to Farid and all that. But there is something that they leave behind for the children. But for lease buyback scheme, the catch is that you cannot leave anything behind for the children because you're going back to the government. So when the parents hear that, then they would think twice whether they want to do it or not. That's number one lah. Of course, the parents also want to leave something back for their children. But if they were to do a buyback scheme, they leave nothing their children. That means the moment if let's say the mom passed away, the house will go to the father. But at the moment the father passed away, the house goes back to HDB.
Yes.
Leaving nothing for the children or their grandchildren. Okay.
Wow.
So that's why it's more popular among the Malay society, but in the Chinese society, rarely we get this calls because they
plan.
they will it to their children, normally the house.
Yeah.
Okay. But every client is different, I realize, because of the retirement amount that's going back into their RA, which is their CPF. So after doing calculations many times for different clients, and we realize that if they have fulfilled the full retirement amount, and when they sell, they can actually make more in terms of their sales proceeds if they were to sell the current house. Normally it's a bigger house, let's say it's a 5-room, and then there's only left 2 of them, the malah nak penat nak kemas and all that So if they were to shift to a smaller house, the right size to a smaller house, let's say a 3-room flat or 2-room flat, they actually make more in terms of sales proceeds. They can full pay the smaller house and still make more in terms of cash for their retirement. Because they have fulfilled their full retirement sum. But there are some clients that after they sell, majority of the money will go back to their retirement account, which leave them with little to no cash left. So that I will still proceed to ask them to go to do the route of the lease buyback scheme lah.
I see.
So every client is different.
Most importantly is go through calculations first.
Okay.
Don't make any decision first.
Okay, before I continue, actually I thought the buyback scheme, it's not lease based, but it's the property market price, macam the high.
It's way far away from the market price.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like the
nothing like
more,
that.
okay.
No.
So rugi lah gitu kalau like case by case lah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so scenario I kasih you. Currently this couple, not my parents.
Disclaimer.
salah boleh nampak. Not my parents. Contoh, cause like they're in a spot where they're deciding whether to sell back ke tak lah kat government, because they will get the immediate money. That's the only benefit. Tapi I feel like rugi, but I don't know how to like explain to them that they're making a loss. So they currently live in an executive punya HDB. When they bought, it was 350. Right now my area, when I look at the market price, is about 800 they can sell. So is it in that case, I think nak kena kira.
Correct, nak kena buat calculation dulu, because we need to know how much CPF they use for the house, and how much have to go back to their retirement account.
I see.
And then from there, how much the balance left in the CPF for them to full pay for the next house first, and then how much cash they have balance after they full pay the next house.
Okay. And in CPF loan, some parents or some of the aged clients, they have CPF Life. So we don't know as children. Most of the time, kadang-kadang dorang sendiri pun tak tahu. So we have to write into CPF as well.
Okay.
So detailed calculations there.
Because to me in my head right now, like go get a 4-room flat lah, since all the children dah empty nesters already. So they don't need such a big space. Memang getting older, nak bersih rumah kan kesian. So
How long parents kau dah stay there?
I shifted when I was primary 3.
Lama tu.
I think at least 30 years.
Very common. This
Yeah,
case
very
is very common.
But there are cases whereby I did a consultation for elderlies. They've been staying here like your parents 30 years Rumah beli that time, at that point, last time was just like 100 plus K, sometimes below 100K. Then sekarang sell like more than $500,000. Tapi when we do the calculation, become negative sale.
Yes.
Kenapa tu?
Yeah, why?
Reason being is because of the CPF amount that they have used. There's interest being charged at 2.5% compounded interest per annum, which continues to run even after their last payment. So this builds up and builds up, right? And then eventually when they want to sell, this amount have to return back to CPF. So after returning to back CPF, that's the cash portion that's left.
Okay.
When you say negative, so there's nothing left. That means it become negative, let's say 100,000.
So tak ada cash lah. Dia
tak ada cash, yeah.
Tak ada.
Yeah.
Oh, actually government pandai.
Tak break-even pun.
Hey,
actually.
Oh, sorry.
Tak boleh.
Aku terhayal lah.
Tak lah, but it's real lah. Betul lah.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
real,
same
it's
thing,
real.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the saddest thing is that because this happens to elderly clients lah, usually in their 70s, and they look at you macam, but my house is fully paid, right?
Yeah.
How can
Kesian,
kan?
yeah.
Then you are down there macam
disbelief.
Yeah, and disbelief. I say, yeah, this is how it is lah. And they will tell you, how can they do this to us?
Yeah.
I say, well, it is what it is lah. Like Singapore kan.
That's
Yeah.
the simplest way to
Yeah,
put it.
you know, I
It's what
trust
it
them.
is.
You know, especially the elders kan.
Yeah.
They trust them lah from
Yeah.
young kan. So, yeah, it is what it is. So take note. Do calculations every 10 years if you can.
Yeah.
If you plan to stay in your household for a good 10, 20, 30 years, just get an agent in, do calculation.
Yeah.
See what's
I feel that it's our duty as children with elderly parents also to help them with this. Because kesian, because sometimes they already have it planned for a long
Yeah.
time tau, their retirement plan. Okay, cik nak jual rumah, lepas tu cik nak pergi haji, nak pergi ni kan. Lepas tu buat kira-kira tak boleh cik. Then it's very hard to explain to them.
Yup.
What do you mean I sold my house? I mean I already full pay my house 20 years ago. What do you mean cannot make
Yeah.
anything?
Okay.
Sedih.
Kesian, yeah.
Very sad.
Yeah.
Very, very sad.
So your parents will definitely reach to this point where they will feel like, oh yeah, selling back to government is going to be more immediate lah in terms of the cash return, more
Yes.
consistent also. But it's our responsibility to macam help
Help them
them
check every 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm going to help my friend check and I'm going to consult you guys for
InsyaAllah.
this. So what is the step kalau kita contoh like ada like somebody watching this also is going through the same thing, how do they contact you?
First step, of course, get in touch with us.
Okay.
WhatsApp us. More immediate, if you want to call us, also that will be better. So we can lock an appointment with you guys whenever all of you guys are free. For this kind of scenario, I always advise for all the children to be around.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
So senang explain, kau tak double.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that because some children, they want to know what's going on with their parents' finances and all that. It's only fair that all the children to be around lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
And then we do the calculation first. Like I said, after selling at the market price, how much CPF will going back to their account, how much can be used for the next house, and with that budget, what can they afford to full pay? Because the last thing they want is to take up another loan because of the age. So most of them are retired already, and then balance how much they have cash on hand left. Okay, and then from there, I will still advise them to go to HDB to ask if they were to do a lease buyback, how much cash they'll be getting.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't
Yeah,
close
so we
off
compare.
the options. Yeah, we always compare.
So most of the time, majority of the time, selling and moving on the smaller unit makes more in terms of cash proceeds. But then we don't assume anything. We still ask them to make an appointment with HDB, and then from there they'll decide lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I learn here is jangan duduk lama-lama. 10 years jual lah.
Yes, don't duduk lama-lama. Different scenario for everyone. So do calculations.
Yeah.
Do
Every
calculation.
5 to 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of the uncles and aunties can they don't pay by CPF, so they are safe. Those paying by cash yang macam ada jualan ke drive taxi kan, they pay by cash kan.
Okay.
So they profit the most when it comes to selling in the future.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so example dah duduk 20 tahun, decide to sell, tapi dia every month bayar rumah by cash,
Yes.
itu ada untung.
Yes, pasal only the one that used to pay with CPF can be taken back by CPF. The ones you use by cash, they cannot touch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take note guys, this is so insightful. Good sharing.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
dad house
cash is
dah
king.
10 years, so balik. Nampak jual rumah dah anak-anak gaduh. Anak harta. Tak, agent Fin dengan cakap nanti tak ada untung. Apa masuk kau? Tak, kita call agent Fin turun.
Settlekan
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going through similar situations, don't forget, like at least we have them now. You'll be hearing from my friend.
InsyaAllah.
So cute. Bapak aku cakap, kau jangan cerita-cerita pasal bapak Siapa nak cerita pasal bapak?
Yeah.
Okay guys. Sebelum aku okay.
If you need to connect with them, go ahead, follow them or DM them on TikTok or Instagram at Agent Fin Yusoff or Nikki B Property, or you can connect with them at 9692-9441 or 8481-9441.
Bye.
Bye.